If you knew that an animal named Megalodon might be hiding beneath you, would you ever go swimming in the ocean? It can consume many people at once, is twice as massive as a T-Rex, and has jaws strong enough to break vehicles. This prehistoric animal, known as a Megalodon shark, might have had a surprisingly significant influence on our way of life if it hadn't gone extinct. How may they alter how we utilize our oceans? Would people be threatened by them? And what are the possibilities that these organisms have spent all this time hidden deep within our oceans? Let's suppose that if Megalodon sharks were still around, our waters would be far more hazardous, and we would certainly be aware of it by this point. Megalodon fossils date back 20 million years, according to the oldest specimens. The gigantic shark ruled the waters for the following 13 million years, before going extinct only 3.6 million years ago. Megalodon was one of the largest fish that has ever existed, in addition to being the largest shark on the planet. The 2018 Megalodon film, these animals were slightly shorter than the 23-meter-long fictional monster it featured this enormous shark, which is well known for, according to estimates, Megalodon reached a maximum length of 15 to 18 meters, which is 3 times more than the biggest great white shark ever seen. The largest whale shark to date, with a length of 18.8 meters, may have been comparable to it in size. These numbers are based on tooth size because there isn't a whole Megalodon skeleton to measure. The length of a Megalodon tooth can exceed 18 centimeters. The term Megalodon only means large tooth. These teeth can reveal a lot about these enormous creatures, including what they ate. The majority of reconstructions depict the Megalodon as resembling a massive Carcharodon carcharias great white shark. Due to long-held beliefs that the Megalodon and the great white shark were linked, several reconstructions depict the Megalodon as a larger form of the latter. Megalodon comes from a distinct family of sharks, of which it was the final survivor, as we now know. Otodus obliquus, a 55-million-year-old shark with a maximum length of 10 meters, is the earliest known progenitor of the Megalodon. However, the evolutionary history of this shark is considered to date back to Cretalamna appendiculate, which is over 100 million years old and 105 million years old, respectively. By the end of the Pliocene, when the world began a period of global cooling, we knew that Megalodon was extinct. Although the exact date of the last Megalodon's demise is unknown, recent research indicates that it happened at least 3.6 million years ago. As temperatures fell and the number of species at the base of the food chain decreased, scientists believe that up to a third of all big marine animals, including 43% of turtles and 35% of seabirds, became extinct. This had an impact on the predators at the top of the food chain. There are several ways in which the Megalodon's demise may have been influenced by the planet's cooling. Since adult sharks were reliant on tropical waters, a considerable loss of habitat was probably caused by the decline in ocean temperatures. The Megalodon's prey may have gone extinct as a result, or they might have adapted to the colder waters and moved to an area where the sharks could not follow. It is also believed that Megalodon gave birth to its offspring close to the beach. The pups would have had a nursery in these shallow coastal waters, safe from larger toothed whales and other predators lurking in the open sea. These breeding habitats would have been devastated as ice developed at the poles, and the sea level fell. Apart from all the scientific facts, if the giant species were still alive, what modifications would Megalodon make to the way we use our oceans? The internet has been flooded with controversial stories of Megalodon sightings over the years. Many of them claim that these enormous sharks are still alive today. They truly assume that all this time they have simply been lurking in the ocean's deepest regions. Scientists claim that there is plenty of data to disprove the rumors, despite the fact that humans are plainly unable to dive down there to verify them. If the Megalodon sharks were still alive, we would have learned about them by now. Additionally, our waters would be far more perilous. These enormous animals consumed everything, including fish, dolphins, and even whales. They then vanished from the face of the Earth some 2 million years ago, and experts are not precisely sure why. According to one explanation, they went extinct because there were fewer food sources available and more people competing for them. Megalodon needed to be able to expand its jaws widely in order to take on prey as enormous as whales. Its mouth would be around 2.7 by 3.4 meters wide, easily large enough to swallow 2 adults standing side by side. Studies recreating the shark's biting force indicate that it may have been one of the most potent predators to have ever existed. These jaws were lined with 276 teeth. Human bite forces have been estimated to be approximately 1,317 newtons, but great white shark bite forces are thought to be over 18,216 N. Megalodon is thought to have bitten between 108,514 and 182,201 N, according to researchers. What are the possibilities that these organisms have spent all this time hidden deep within our ocean? We have solid proof that Megalodon sharks haven't been hidden from us all this time. First off, the Mariana Trench would be the last place Megalodon sharks would go if they were still present in our waters. Since Megalodons were warm water creatures, the Mariana Trench's Arctic conditions would be unsuitable for their survival. Additionally, we would discover their notably massive bite scars on other large aquatic species if these giant sharks were still alive. By this time, we would have also most certainly discovered at least one skeleton, but that hasn't occurred. These ancient creatures' teeth are the only remnants we've discovered so far, and we've found enough of them. Unlike humans, who only develop teeth during the early stages of life, sharks continue to produce fresh sets throughout their whole lifetimes, shedding their teeth practically every 2 weeks, which is why Megalodon teeth are so simple to discover. The majority of Megalodons would lose 40,000 teeth in their lifetime. How dangerous would they be to humans? When Megalodon sharks first appeared around 16 million years ago, they were the ocean's top predator, reaching between 10 and 18 meters in length. They fed on everything from fish to dolphins to whales. They then vanished from the face of the earth some 2 million years ago. Nobody knew for sure why. Perhaps a shark that was even bigger was devouring the Megalodons? The future? According to one explanation, they went extinct because there were fewer food sources available and more people competing for them. The possibility that an even bigger shark attacked the Megalodons is a more fascinating scenario. Whatever the cause of their demise, it's impossible not to consider how different our seas might be now if they had persisted. Megalodon is thought to have consumed 11,000 kilos of food every day. There would not be enough giant fish in the ocean for people if they were still alive and consuming so much, and the fishing business would also face other challenges. Similarly to certain killer whales, we may observe Megalodons pursuing fishing vessels and robbing them of their catch. Megalodons will be prospering and reproducing, leading to an increase in their numbers when the water temperature begins to rise once more. That would be problematic for cruise ships, shipping operations, and even beachgoers. Megalodons give birth in warm, shallow water. Thus, our leisurely beach dip may turn deadly. That was all for today's video. Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel for more fascinating videos. I appreciate you taking the time to view this video. We'll see you in the upcoming video soon.